Hi, it's Niall here, and I'm going to quickly show you your three options for having clients fill out waivers or health questionnaires. They all have their pros and cons. So let's do it for this class here, the Reformer Pilates. The first option is that when the client is booking, so let's go to the classes and the Reformer Pilates. So when the client is booking, if we ask them some mandatory questions, so they'll fill in their details here, and then before they can complete the booking, you can see that there is a questionnaire here. So you can add as many questions here as you want. Now to do so in the dashboard, when we edit the class, we would add the questions down here. We would go to booking questions, and by default it's set to not ask any, and then we can have it ask some and add more, mark them mandatory if you so wish. The downside to that is that your clients will have to answer these questions every time they book. So it might be okay if you're asking them things like for symptoms of COVID or something that's relevant every time. But if these are only relevant once off, then maybe that's not the option for you because your clients will have to answer them every time they make a booking. The second option we have is it's more passive. So instead of having the client answer these questions, we will just have the system email them a link to the questionnaire. So by default, the system sends a confirmation email when somebody books, and we can put this message in here. So if I save that, if I go ahead and make a booking here, you'll see what the confirmation email looks like. If I put the correct card details in, I'm just going to answer those questions to get me through the booking. So if we check the booking confirmation email that I'll get, pop in here now any moment. So we'll see that it's got the normal details, the date, time, location, etc. But it also has this message. If this is your first time with Connect Studios, please download, return and complete this waiver. So if I click on that, it will open up the PDF. I can then save it, fill it out, email it back or post it back or whatever you want. You can add your own message here. So if you want option 2 here, if you want this option, in the event, you will edit it and then scroll down to the confirmation email, type your message here, and then highlight the part of the message that you want to be the downloadable file. Click on this link and put the link to your file in there. If you don't have your file online, you can email it to support@bookinghawk.com. We will add it to our servers and give you the link to put in here. And then the last option is probably the least invasive possible, and that is that when your clients are making bookings, you just add it to the terms and conditions. So let's say your waiver has questions like, do you have any heart conditions or have you any history of knee trouble, things like that. Instead of wording it like that where we need an answer, you can word it to say, if you have any history of heart conditions, if you have any history of knee conditions, you must get in touch. So if we look at the terms and conditions here that the client agrees to when they're booking, and we've got this. So you agree to contact Jane at connectstudios.com if any of the below apply to you. You've difficulty breathing, you are pregnant, you're injured, etc., etc. So you word your waiver in a passive way so that only the clients who answer yes to any of them will need to let you know about it, and that is in the terms and conditions that they agree to by completing this booking. And to do that in the class, then you just scroll down here to the terms and conditions and you add them in here. So there are your three different options for screening questionnaires or waivers.